Good day, everybody. Welcome back to our world tour. We're going to try once again get this first leg done. Hopefully we don't have a crash like we did last time. I will not be opening Battlegraph map on this flight, but we're here. It looks like we got a few people flying with us. We got Nick, we got Dark, and we've got Oki. Fantastic. So 4 of us is heading out from Newcastle, England, all the way down to Innsbruck in Austria. Winds are shifting down in Innsbruck right now. It looks like they're light out of the west with some light rain in the area. Last look, they were using runway 08. We'll check on that when we get a bit closer. And we do have ATC up here. Runway 25 is in use. So let's hop on board and we can start getting the aircraft all set up. Oops. All right, we are in the Phoenix A320. Nick, I don't see you. I don't see anybody right now. Oh, there's somebody over there. I know there was somebody sitting over here a little while ago. Anyway, I know I'm connected, so we'll see what happens. So first thing we're going to do is come down here, get our flight plan in, and get our clock running. So we have a departure of 2015. I'll update that. And we are good there. Ground services are set. Let's do our preliminary checks and then we can start our boarding. So cockpit preparation. We got some lights on. Get the rest of these turned up. Up to the, wow, bouncing all over there, up to the overhead. That's good. We'll get all our displays up and going. And over on Roger's side as well. Clear all this stuff. I was recalibrating my flight controls, make sure they lined up with everything that's on the thing after the updates. So parking brake is set, GPU is connected, external power is on, batteries are now on. We do have our dome light. We'll turn it up one more notch. Come down here and we can check our load today. 162 passengers. Just pulling up my flight plan. Payload is looking good. And 7826 on the fuel is looking good. So we can start loading the aircraft now. There we go. Everybody is coming on board. So let's get the adheres aligning. Evac to Captain Purser. Signs are on. Lights are on. System 1. Crew oxygen is on. Generators 1 and 2 are on and in fault. Cabin heat will turn down a little bit. Packs 1 and 2 are on and in fault. You are warnings. APU. Hey Jayhawk. Engine 1. How's your reinstall going? Engine 2. Emergency lights are armed. Icing indicators, standby compass are on. Cargo heat is set to cold. And we can set up our FMC. First thing we're going to do is go to ATSU, AOC, and our received messages. Preliminary load sheet. We'll click OK. And we'll come over here. So into the FMC we go. Active nav data 08 September to 05 October. We are good. And we will request our flight plan. Let's get rid of some of those messages. EGNT, Newcastle, LWI, Innsbruck, and our alternate today, EDDM, is Munich. You got tech support coming, excellent. So as we're flying a tour flight, we are UKV 5556, cost index on this aircraft 25, and our cruise altitude for today, flight level 350. Throttle is 42526, and we will get our winds in now as well. Yeah, it is a process. I think the last time I did it took me 12 hours. Alright, so that is all set. And we've got our descent winds as well. So we go over to page Bravo. Block fuel is 7.5. And we can get our estimated zero fuel weight of 59.4. And our estimated center of gravity will be 31.2. Of course, as always, that changes once we get everyone actually on board. So we're good there. Just got a problem with your add-on linker? Oh, really? It's a weird one to have an issue with. Let's go to our flight plan. We are at EGNT. We're going to be departing on runway 25, and I am expecting I think it's the Girly X departure, since the gliding club will not be open. That's the one we're going to use. We'll insert that, and currently, as I mentioned, it looked like 08 was in use, so we're going to just put that in for now. We'll get an update when we get closer, because there is ATC up and running. So we'll be looking at doing the RNP Zulu, or the RNAV Zulu 08, and going in on the MADEB 1 Bravo. Check that. Yes, it is MADEB 1 Bravo, and we will insert that. So coming up, we can go to plan mode. So we're going to be taking off to the southwest. We'll carry on down once again. We'll be cutting down across England out towards Manchester, then down the center of the country. Oki will probably head out over the North Sea as he did last time. Let's go to we're up 40. I'm not sure why that only gives us 20. Anyway, we're going to come down this way and make the turn down across towards London here at the Honeycomb VOR, out across the channel, through Belgium and Luxembourg and Germany, down towards Austria. And you can see us coming in there. This is the points as we head down into the valley, and then down to the runway right there. So that is all set and looking good. We're still refueling. IRs are lined in 4 minutes. And baggage is coming on board. It's 122.8 Unicom, but looks like tower is online, and 1197 for them. And we do have an 8,000 foot restriction. And really, we'll see if he gives us something different for our initial climb when we head out of here. Just gonna grab the weather. So current weather here is winds are 300 at 4 knots. A few clouds at 2,000 feet, 5 degrees. Oh God, autumn is coming in. And QNH 1002. So we'll get QNH set 1002, and then the standby. There we go. Transponder is currently set to 2000. I'm sure we'll get a new code for that shortly. And BWS and GCS are both in auto. So let's give him a call, get our clearance, and let's see what he gives us. Just gonna get some paper ready for writing. Do a quick ATIS check. Oh, Scottish Center looks like it's come online now too. So we are going to be talking to them once we clear from tower. So Scottish Center is, or Scottish Control, 135525. Sorry, runway 25 is what we're using, not 22. And the ATIS currently says Newcastle information, acknowledged receipt of information alpha. Runway use 25, transition level 7,000 feet, or 75, sorry. Flight level 75, surface winds 340 at 4 knots, visibility 10 kilometers. Or more, few clouds 2,000 feet, temperature +7, dew point +5. A little bit different. QNH 1002, threshold elevation 239 feet. Alright, so let's tune him in. That's this tower. And 135. 525. For Scottish Control.
Newcastle Tower, easy 59.
Interesting. No answer. Newcastle Tower, Skyways 5556, stand 118320, looking for IFR clearance to Innsbruck. Easy 59, Skyways 5556, radio check.
Roger, radio's 5. I think tower must be having a problem.
Yeah, roger. That's what I was figuring. Well, I just sent him a message in vPilot. We'll give him a minute. See if he responds. If not, I'll contact
On behalf of the
Scottish
cabin crew,
Centre.
I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight.
For
At the
control.
front seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath you in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities and the safety guards provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to.
Newcastle, Jet 464, radio check.
Any laptops or tablets. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Alright, so he's having an issue. Let me just check my flight plan. Yeah. And Newcastle Tower cleared to Innsbruck on the Gurley 3X departure climb, flight level 160 squawk 3734. Hi, Paula. Nick, are you hearing me on the radio? I heard you.
Newcastle Tower, Golf, Bravo, Golf, on analysis information, Bravo. Requesting VFR clearance northbound, please.
You didn't hear me? 119700. Oh, hear me, not tower, yeah. Alright, let me just tell him one more time that he's got an issue. He thought it might have been me.
Golf, perfect, golf, perfect, golf.
I think he's having problems with voice.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I just sent him another message. He said he talked to another aircraft, and he said it must be me, but everybody's hearing everybody else except for him. Anyway, we've got the Girly 3X, so that is all correct. As you can see, Girly 3X. We are cleared to flight level 160, but we do have that restriction. And we are squawking 3734. So get that dialed in. And he's just gone offline. I think he's resetting. Hi, Danny. He'll probably pop up in a minute as he resets himself in. Everything is loading in. So we're about 40 passengers to go. It's almost a full flight today. Yeah, the only one online at the moment is Scottish Control. So when we're ready for push and start, I'll get a hold of him. I'm thinking he may be restarting. Just to get everything up and going. So we're down to our boarding check now. Fuel's on board. Bags are on board. We're now waiting on passengers.
Newcastle traffic, this tower's just gone offline, by the way.
No, but when we get into the air, because they do control this airspace, we're
Okay, thanks for that.
in their airspace. We'll have to talk to them once we get up into the air, I'm assuming. All right, while we're waiting, Wednesday, as we do our little short break between our Route 66 tour, which we ended last week, and that's just our updated preliminary. We're waiting on our final one. Our updated Route 66 VFR trip and our Scottish tour. This Wednesday, we're going back into the Spitfires. We're going to head up to RAF Valley in Wales, and we're going to do some low-level flying. So we'll go multiplayer. Probably going to preset the weather so we get some good weather, a few clouds, and then a nice gentle westerly wind, and we'll do some valley flying in the Spits. That's a request. I think Eastbird sent me that request, so and we can fit it in, so it'll be good. All right, so until he comes back up.
E1956, Scottish, good evening, climb now, flight level 21. Flight level 210, E1956.
122.
Channel 070, Shannon.
There we go. Over to Unicom for the moment. Again, we're in the Phoenix A320. Flew it a lot with Metro Air on the weekend, and we just did the update, so hopefully we get some nice landings tonight and everything works well. I can see the two Tom jets over there. I'm not sure if that's you guys. I'm assuming that's Nick and Dark sitting over there. Got a Ryanair, and I think that's Oki over there in the default livery. I've got to get him set up.
Newcastle traffic, target 805, stand 15 with a pushback start facing east.
Of course, we're on the Payware third party Newcastle. We're almost there. We got about 7-8 more passengers to go.
Newcastle traffic Golf, Bravo Golf, Bravo Golf, backtracking runway 25.
And we got Scottish Control tagged in case they do call us once we're up in the air. Alright, while we wait for the final passengers, we'll get our charts up. Over to Newcastle. Ground charts. Airport and stands. We're located here on 11, Nick and Dark over here, and Oki's over on this side. And we're going to be taxiing, we're going to push back to the east, then we're going to taxi down Delta to runway 25. And our departure is off on the Girl 3X.
Departing runway 25, right hand turn out to leave Newcastle Control Center to North Line Walpurgis.
We're going to be taking off, making a left-hand turn out to Neatud and then off to Gurley.
And welcome aboard Flight 5556 with service to Austria. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 42 minutes. Now that the cabin door is
And there's our route
make sure that all devices
down
are
across
in
England, across the channel, across
Subject,
Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany,
and
and down into
backs are in a full upright
Austria.
lock position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
There's our arrival coming in on the Madeb and then over to Elmem. And the approach will be currently the RNAV 08.
Newcastle traffic Golf, Bravo Golf, airborne 25, right hand turn out.
And then once on the ground, where's the airport chart? Probably be getting off of Bravo and taxiing into the gate. But we will see how that plays out when we get there. As I said, the wind seems to be coming around.
Newcastle traffic, Golf Bravo Uniform
Airport
Jet, Papa,
charts.
backtracking runway 25.
And we got a British Airways beside us. Just waiting for the Tom jets to move and then we can back out. But we can start getting ready. So APU will come on. And start. And we can call the tug. Actually, before we call the tug, let's get our push set up. Pushback Express. Let's go with 87. There we go. And so that's set. We'll get the tug
Cockpit
in.
to ground. Go ahead, flight deck. We will be ready shortly. Roger.
Here comes the tug. And stairs are away, doors closed. Clear the ground equipment. Chocks are removed. GPU. Oops. Yeah, I was a little early on that. There we go.
Yoke is traffic 1624, taxi runway 25 via Alpha Delta.
Newcastle traffic, Golf Bravo Uniform Jet, Papa, taking off runway 25 with a left-hand turn out to the upper time bridges, Newcastle traffic.
Let's just go over here.
Newcastle traffic, Doctor 875, after the traffic, we're going to taxi via Alpha Delta, hold short, Delta 3 for runway 25.
Not sure if we can fix the alignment. Not sure what's happened there. Should be fine. The route's in. We're all good.
Newcastle traffic, Golf Mike Oscar Foxtrot, let's go backtracking 255 Foxtrot.
That's me clicking off the GPU too early. Yeah. The APU is up and running. Everything is available. Alright, let's get the rest of our stuff done here. Let's do in messages. Should have our final.
Newcastle traffic, Golf Bravo, Golf Bravo, Golf, overhead Malta 2500.
There's our final, so 59.5 and 31.3. Five 9.5 31.3. There we go. And we go to our performance.
Newcastle traffic, Golf Mike Oscar Foxtrot, Oscar departing runway 25 left-hand turn out for the local VFO over the
That's not what I want.
correction to the south of the down bridges.
Surface is dry, flaps 1 aft.
Newcastle traffic, Tom Jack 464, following the company 737 via
Calculating.
Alpha and Delta runway 25.
So we have a V1 of 133 a VR of 140, and a V2 of 140. It flaps 1, down 0.1 on the trim, and flexing to 51 degrees. All right. Navigaph. Now, that's done and accepted, so we can go back to the flight pan. I know the aircraft position is invalid. We're waiting on the IRs again. Is there any way to force the IRs to align? Can I do a Deer's force? Let's see. Nothing there. Nothing there. Anybody in chat? Is there a way for me to force the alignment, since I screwed it up by accidentally disconnecting the APU or the GPU? Instead of waiting for another 4 minutes. Good teaching moment.
Newcastle traffic, chapter 875, we are departing in VATSim to airliner from way from runway 25.
No? Yeah, I don't recall seeing anything. I tried to set it to the reference. Didn't make a change there. I mean, we're in what the hell's the button? We're in line. I'm in nav mode. I don't want to take off and have it screwing up on me, so I'm just going to wait the 3 minutes. You guys, while you're doing your thing, there you go. I'll just watch you guys leave. Lovely. Yeah, I didn't see anything. The only thing I find here is IRS initialization, and it gave me an option to align on reference, which I did, but it didn't remove the message here. Config doesn't give me anything for that. Maintenance. No. VATSim menu has nothing. But honestly, by the time I yeah. Anyway, we're less than a minute, so we'll just leave it. See this? You can see this one's not yet available. So hopefully when he kicks over, this will kick in. There we go. All right. Tires in alignment. So APU is started. APU is available. Lead air is on. Did that wrong. Order. Takeoff data is set. The FCU is set. Briefing is done. Flight directors are both on. Radios are set. Beacon light is on. Fuel pumps are coming on. Newcastle area traffic, Skyways 5556. Push and start 811 facing east. Oh, Theus. Alright.
Newcastle traffic, Golf Bravo Uniform Juliet Papa, transiting the overhead south to north on track, Mulbus Railway Station. Newcastle traffic.
Newcastle traffic, Jet 464, lining up runway 25.
Parking brakes released. Pushing back.
Here we go. Slight little delay on the push. We'll chalk that up to maintenance. We're still
You're cleared behind A. Start your engines at your discretion.
Still 3 minutes ahead of our scheduled push time.
Extra traffic Golf Bravo from the VFR circuit runway 01.
Starting engine number 2.
To fasten, insert the metal fittings.
Alright.
On this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit.
Everything's looking good.
In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor level
Newcastle traffic, Jet 464, departing runway 25, we'll be doing the galley phase departure.
There goes Nick.
Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance,
You can see him right there.
First and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the unlikely event
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please. Parking brakes set. Roger. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear.
Thanks, and you can disconnect and go to hand signals.
Thanks. Have a good flight. See you later.
To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation.
There goes Nick. Engine 1 is starting to spool.
Please make sure to exit the
So,
aircraft.
Newcastle Oscar, north side.
Once again, all devices...
Newcastle traffic, Golf Bravo Uniform Juliet Papa, passing over the 25 threshold, reading now direct Mulbus.
Your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. Please read it and let a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us again.
Looks like a good start on engine 1. Just waiting for the available message to pop up. There we go. So generators 1 and 2 are now both on. Ignition mode selector to normal. Probe and window heat is on auto. Anti-ice not required. Packs 1 and 2 are on. Flaps 1 plus F. Trim 0.1 down. Flight controls full left, full right, neutral, full forward, full back, neutral, left rudder, right rudder, neutral. APU bleeds off, APU master off, FCP is set for departure, TO, our engines are checked, taxi light on, dome light off. Newcastle area traffic, Skyways 5556, taxiing runway 25 via Delta, hold short Delta 1, Newcastle. Brakes are off. Start our taxi, we'll come down here, hit the tiller, give us a little bit more fidelity. What about Heathrow to Sydney? Oh god, you know YouTube has a 12-hour limit on streams. I think that would go over 12 hours.
Please note, the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing.
There's the
If
British
you require
Airways.
additional lighting, there's a reading light on the panel above you.
I think the longest stream we did was when we flew the DC-6s from Honolulu to Los Angeles. And that was 10.5 hours.
Golf Mike Oscar 4 short Oscar, over at Mulpus, direct to Echelon.
That was a long one. Alright, as soon as we get onto the straight part of Delta, we will finish our
We're
setup.
ready for departure.
Thank you. So speed brake is armed. Auto brakes set to max. And TO config. Takeoff memo, new blue. I do have some longer cargo flights lined up in the 747. They'll be several hours. There's a neat one I'm looking at doing. I think it's Stansted to Anchorage, up over the North Pole.
Newcastle traffic, Shuttle Line Hotel pushing back from stand to 10. Newcastle traffic.
Oh, it's the guy that was beside us. So we're going past all the hold points here. That is Delta 7, this is Delta 6. Yeah. You can get some outside two-part video. Yeah, you could break the stream into two parts. Just imagine doing that on VATSim, just having to hang around by it all day long. And I mean, that's starting to push the limits on the computer for being able to do it. I don't know how, obviously with Sim Update 10, how I'd have to do a test and do like a 12 or 13 hour flight and just leave it running. See how it's
Sure traffic,
going.
Go final remote 0.
But what did he say? Heard 80, but I'm not sure. That's what I'm running here. I got Newcastle from Orbex. Get ourselves up and around. And brakes on. Yep, everything is looking good. So V speeds are set, FCP, nav data, and radios are checked. We have clearance. So nose light to take off, strobe lights coming on, runway turn-off lights are on, and landing lights are on.
Go, go ahead. Could you put your position and your intentions, please?
Transponder
Go for a golf, turning cross and for touching your back from 01 at 10 downwind.
is on, and
Yeah, that'd be great.
Traffic
Thanks. We're going to join overhead
on.
and join the downwind leg.
clock's
Okay,
running.
no problem.
Newcastle traffic, Skyways 5556, taking position, runway 25.
Newcastle traffic, Sutton Line Hotel, taxi into holding point Delta 1 via Delta to runway 25. Newcastle traffic.
Extra traffic golf, extending downwind runway 01.
They're up at another airport just to the north of us by the sounds of it.
Newcastle traffic east, 7 Papa Kilo, 25 miles per land from 25.
Alright. So we are ready to go. So clock is on. Tiller is disconnected. Engines to 40%. Newcastle traffic, Skyways 5556, rolling runway 25 on the Gurley 3X departure, Newcastle. Brakes released. Command flex, SRS, and runway. Knots. V1. Rotate.
Go Mike Oscar downwind 01.
Positive rate. Gear up. Speed brakes disarmed. Feet, autopilot on. Here's the initial turn. Thrust climb.
Can you report your position again, please?
Go for Gulf on the downwind. You're more than welcome to go in front of me. I'm extending down.
Oh, it's okay. You can start in front of us.
Okay, thanks. Turning base from a 01. Go for Gulf.
There's a glider club down here at Curragh Hill. The other departure on this one for the south takes you a different route because they do gliding there, so it avoids. Anyway, through S speed, flaps up.
Short traffic, go for Gulf, flying runway 01 at 2.5 miles.
What kind of degradation? Like graphics, or did you have stuttering, or Was it something else? I usually get the sim starting to stutter.
Got Mike Alpha Foxtrot Oscar, base leg 01.
We're heading up to 8,000 feet now. Our restriction. I haven't. Was it sim update 7? I think it improved things, but not sure about sim update 10. How much better it will be. Anyway, we're cleared through flight level 750, so we're going to switch to standard.
To join overhead for runway 01. Extra traffic.
And at 10 miles when we hit Gurley, we can begin our climb to our cruise altitude, which is 350. In for after the restriction.
Newcastle traffic, I'll reach you at hot stop from the island for me 253 or 6 miles.
Extra traffic off Mike Alpha Foxtrot Oscar, final 01 station 1 ahead.
Newcastle traffic, step on the killer, public driver, runway 25, time, 316.
So there we go. There's Newcastle off in the distance. Actually, it's more that way.
Fergal, 710.
We're looking good. FPS drops, yeah. 5.5 hours seems pretty low. Hey, Dr. Magic.
Newcastle traffic.
How are you doing today?
Hold in Delta 1. Line up runway 25 after the line of traffic. Line up.
I used to get it after about 4.5. Early on in the sim, we were doing 7-8 hour flights and never had an issue. Then we started getting issues. And I know with some of the last updates, like I said, 10.5 hours we did the DC-6s to LA from Honolulu. That worked well. 3090 and a 12900, you should not be having those issues. How much memory are you having? Or memory is on your computer? I found the going from 32 to 64 helped a bit. There we go, we're climbing up now. Yeah, but still 5.5 hours, you shouldn't see anything, I would think. So there's 10,000 feet. All these lights off. We'll get the dome light on. Seatbelt sign can come off for the punters in the back.
Turn on larger portable electronic devices. Also a reminder to keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight. Do not form a line near the lavatory.
Yes, no line forming near the lavatory.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you hear the news of unexpected turbulence.
See, we're going to pass to the west to downtown Manchester, to the east to downtown Birmingham, down over London, and then out across the channel. Uh-oh. So you're one of those guys there, Dark, as soon as they announce that you can get up and move around, you run off? Run off to the loo. Danny, yeah, sometimes, you know, I can do a flight and I'll have a crash. I'll do the flight again, exact same setup, no crash. Yeah, 64, yeah. Yeah, it's odd the way things happen in the sim, and I got a feeling not only is it your setup and your mods and your add-ons and all that stuff, it depends what time of day it is and what the weather's like. Sometimes it can be unpredictable at times. It's all that jam teeth, yeah. I wish I could get that over here. I really want to try it since everyone's so hyped about it. I mean, that's with my system. I'm restarting the computer before the flights, so I actually shut it down. Obviously, it's not running all the time, but for most of my flights, I'm turning it on right before I start setting up. So, and sometimes she still acts up. Oh, you can get it in Ottawa. Oh. Where have you found it? What store? Or is it one of those specialty UK stores that we have over here? Danny, I'm in 4K. I've got a huge 4K monitor my main screen's on, plus I'm feeding another monitor with all my monitoring stuff, vPilot, Navigraph, my flight plan, and all the support software, plus I'm pushing out a stream. So yeah, Scottish and Irish store. I'll have to look for one around me here, and they'll probably have it. Yeah, I'll try looking for some. But I'm running all that, plus I've got like all these custom airports and these third-party aircraft, and I just accept that, you know, sometimes it's just gonna go bleh on me, which it does. What is Oki? MAH. Where I'm looking on the map for Oki. Where did Oki go? Well, he didn't head out over the channel. Oh, there he is. Well, he did take another route because he's now in the lead. But he's way off on the other side of London. Interesting. No, I'm out on the west. I'm out in Mississauga. I never live in the downtown core of Toronto. Hey, Jayhawk. Have a good night. Hopefully, we'll see you in the air again soon. Alright, so things are looking good. We don't have any ATC up that we have to worry about for a while. And by a while, I mean, well, we might run into Langan radar a little bit, but other than that, everyone else seems to have gone offline. So now that we're up over 22,000 feet and climbing nicely to cruise, we'll go take a seat in the back. Let me just see what side London's going to pass on. It's going to pass on the left, so we'll take a seat on the left side, looking out the window. I'll get the in-flight up. I'm going to go put the kettle on and have myself a nice English breakfast tea. And I'll be back in the chat. So enjoy. Don't forget the drinks cart and the pantry are open. And we'll see you in a bit.
Manchester Traffic Union 2525 on stand 21 and at shutdown.
Oh, you would run away from home. You would roam all alone. I told you not to leave your home, but you are a friendly grizzly bear.
Dear Mr. Fox, I'm sorry. Oh, help me out, please do. Take me home to my nice warm bed. I'm freezing through and through.
We'll be starting our in-flight meal service. Please look in your seat back for our menu, and one of our crew members will stop by shortly for your order. If you would like to order additional menu items, please hit the flight attendant call button at any time, and we'll be over shortly to assist.
With at least 2 billion stars in our universe, somewhere in deep space there are probably planets with civilizations built by living creatures, some peaceful, some warlike. From the distant Sapphire Galaxy, a ferocious race of creatures have set out to conquer our universe, beginning with the planet Earth. A nuclear war is imminent, the results of which will poison even the distant reaches of outer space, and planets such as this one, the Emerald Planet. Though they are fierce fighters when it comes to defending and protecting their way of life, the Emerald Men in the Marpet Galaxy are essentially creatures of peace. They realize, however, that the Severians' mad idea of conquest now threaten their very existence, and drastic steps must be taken to prevent this dangerous act of aggression. The High Council of the Emerald Planet is now deciding what must be done. The Emerald Men realize the assaulting force which the Severians are sending earthward represents their finest legions and their entire arsenal. If this force can be destroyed before a nuclear war can begin, then the universe will be safe. The High Council agrees that there is only one way the Emerald Men may be able to achieve this. The scientists of the Emerald Planet have invented one of the most ingenious mechanisms the universe has ever seen. Called a globe meter, it is carried on the wrist. It enables the wearer to do three things: to fly through space, to detect radioactivity, and to speak and understand every language on the planet Earth. Finally, this great forum of the Emerald Hierarchy reaches a decision. In order to save Earth from the invasion of the Severians, they once more must present the globe meter to one of their fellow creatures, send him to Earth. He is the creature known as Starman. Warns him that he is nearing a Severian invasion ship, laden with weapons of deadly radioactivity. The ship contains enough radioactive material to destroy Earth within a few seconds. He knows that even though he may be killed, he must attack the ship. forced Starman to abandon his attack. He decides to land on Earth and to learn who among the billions of Earthlings is a traitor to mankind and is working with the Siberians. On Earth, at the Forecap Observatory, a startling discovery is made.
Professor, in the telescope, the GP object lens has been smashed.
What? The lens?
Look.
We won't be able to use it anymore.
It's true.
On an island 2,000 miles away in the Yamanaka Space Laboratory, where a spaceship to be used for peaceful purposes is being built, another discovery is made and reported to Dr. Yamanaka, who is at home.
What's that? It blew up again. How can that panel just explode like that? Well, Inspector, you can tell us Army to continue examining every part.
It's too bad. I wonder why there are so many accidents there. It's very suspicious, and astronomical observatories are having trouble all over the world. I'm scared. I think that someone is trying to destroy the research. You could be right, but why would they try to destroy work that's so peaceful? I can't understand. I can't either, Ryoichi. As Father's ship nears completion, there are more accidents.
Keoru, I'll go to the laboratory now. After that, I'll go to the plant. You can tell them at the plant to look over the ship.
All right.
Traffic speed to Delta Papa, line up and take off via Alpha 4, maxi on Foxtrot Sarge.
What happened?
Oh, Doctor. It looks as though the relays had failed. Then they burned. That made the rectifiers and condensers all burn up.
Asami, here's what caused it to burn.
Oh? I don't see why. Those alloys shouldn't burn at all. I wonder if there's a flaw in the metal. That could have caused it.
Doctor, why not return the part as is? I suggest sending it to the company making it.
It's too risky. There'd be some publicity. Our enemies mustn't learn of this. With a ship like this, I wouldn't trust them. As men of science, I'm certain you're aware that the value of this great ship we're building lies in its peaceful usage. With it, we can learn what lies beyond our solar system. And yet the ship is dangerous. Enemies could use it against us. And should that occur, you know that we'd all be defenseless, and the destruction could be terrible. So we will have to continue working in secrecy for a time. So, not a word of our successes or failures must reach the outside world. We'll say nothing until our ship is ready for flight.
Yes, Keoru. The damage can be repaired quickly.
Oh, we're so glad to hear it. All you need will be a solenoid then, for the rectifier panel.
Right. The only trouble is we haven't a single solenoid in our inventory, none at all. They are not supposed to melt, so we felt that we wouldn't be needing any for spares, and therefore didn't order them.
I'll go and get some then. They're sold at the Precision Works, isn't that true?
Yes.
Then I'll ask Papa to write a list for me. Let's go together. We'll get the part here as soon as we can. That's right.
Keoru and Ryoichi leave the island space laboratory and go to secure the precious part needed for the spaceship.
I help you?
Here, this is what.
A list. Oh, sorry, the gentleman who just left bought the last ones. We're completely out of stock. I'm very sorry.
Speed reference,
Yes. What's as soon as you can get this part in again?
If you come back tomorrow, I can assure you that we'll have some in stock.
I shall.
Good day.
It's peculiar. That strange man took whole supplies.
Blue 772, Heathrow, we have to start at 2,000.
It's too dangerous. Instead, I think we should call the police.
Stay right where you are. Get over there. Get in. Move. Children, you mustn't be afraid. I'm certain your father will save you. Just as soon as you sit down and write him a letter. Come and write it. You'd like to be rescued, wouldn't you? You know where to take them.
Man your posts.
At this same time, on the island where the secret space laboratory and Dr. Yamanaka's home are located.
Yes? Have the children returned?
Not yet, sir. Apparently they've been delayed. It's the first time in weeks that they've been in the city. They're enjoying it.
I just hope that they're all right. Masami, how are preparations for the engine test proceeding?
Oh, I'll check it again later. I think by morning you can test it.
Doctor, excuse me, you have a visitor.
Here, at home. But it's secret here. No one is supposed to know we are located here.
We've been well aware that you're here, Doctor.
Kill us unless you come. Please do what they ask and save us.
Gabashi, don't let this man get away. You hear? Asami, call the police.
Don't move. I warn you not to resist us. Otherwise you won't see your children again. We're after the engine of the ship. You see, we're agents of the Zephirians who are going to attack the Earth. We have secretly erected another great spaceship. We need the plans of your engine to fly it.
You have them build a ship. And you're responsible for the damage here, isn't that right? Our planet must face a war. And you are a spy. I think you pay for all the harm that you've done.
Doctor, I know very well what I am. And I'm content. In the attack, I won't die. The Zephirians have already assured me of that fact.
Come with us. After the engine is installed, you'll fly it. The ship will be ready as soon as you have the engine working. Now let's go, Doctor.
And if I decide that I won't? No, Tabashi, don't take the engine plans. I beg you. Oh.
Now, go ahead. Let's go.
Here, some of the world's top security forces hold an urgent meeting. Gentlemen, I have an announcement. I assure you, it is of great importance. The blueprints for the great spaceship engine were stolen a few hours ago. And we have also learned that Dr. Yamanaka is missing as well. All of his work has been sabotaged.
Have you learned who is responsible?
At the present time, we have no clues whatever.
Keeping this situation secret is wrong. I think we should let people in on it. There might be some way that they can help.
No, I strongly disagree.
No.
You're certain? Starman, you say? My dear sirs, Starman is outside. He would like, he said, to address this meeting.
Is this Starman? Is he anyone we can call on to help us? If he is, then I propose that you ask him for his assistance. He did.
We'll see. Sure Starman is.
Please listen. Your planet is about to be attacked. You can take my word. The enemy is coming from an outer world toward Earth. They are called Zephirians. They are a vicious race. Some of their secret agents have infiltrated your most restricted areas, your governments and your scientific laboratories. At this moment, the Zephirians have a huge space station within striking distance of Earth. That's right. It is in position. Also, I know this. The Zephirians have built a great ship. It is similar to yours, except that it lacks an engine as powerful as the one on your ship. However, their agents have managed to kidnap Dr. Yamanaka and stolen the plans for his engine. Gentlemen, I want to say I've come from the Emerald Planet to save Earth and ensure peace for all time. It's them. The Superiors are coming nearer. I know I can hear them. No. Gentlemen, please. I promise I will locate the Superior ship. I'll return Dr. Yamanaka and the blueprints.
We want to have a ship just as strong as your ship. And we waited for you to volunteer to work on the engine. As you know, we've not tried to make you do it by using force. Our great patience, as well as our goodwill, is at last ended.
I'm sorry, Captain. My children are the reason that I came here. I will not give you any of my help. I'm against war. You may threaten, but I will continue to protect the peace of this earth. I'll do nothing so you may kill me. But my children don't deserve that. You can free them. Captain, they're innocent and should be spared. I'm offering my life to spare them. There's no amount of brutality that'll make me submit.
I have another way to force you to do as I want. I'll make you into a Sotherian slave for all time. Lieutenant, use the thought eradicator.
Yes, sir.
No!
No! No!
I'm going! Stop it! Don't do that! No! No! No, please! Please! Madman! Your beast! Your attacks are failed! You'll die! Please! No! No, you mustn't! Oh!
Contact with the space station. See if they know what's causing the trouble.
Yes, sir. Sir, I can't make contact. There's a strange object interfering with the beam.
Switch to another band and turn the frequency up.
I'll try to. Ah, what is it? Emergency. I know that sound. Starman is causing it.
What? Starman is the cause? Take your battle post and prepare for action. Aye! Aye!
As he flies toward the space station, Starman detects signals from the secret Superior base on Earth.
Reach them. Ask for instructions. Yes, sir.
The Superior space station receives the signal from Earth and returns in order to the underground Earth base.
Here is the order, sir. Starman is liable to make trouble. Kill him. Also get ready for launch. See certain that all prisoners are on board. Do not waste any time.
Right.
Starman's cloak leader has warned him. He must face not one Superior base, but at least two. The base under the Earth's surface and the station in space.
Starman crossed the electron net. Stop all sending until we can kill him. Ah, Starman's approaching. Increase acceleration. Third, Mach 80.
At this same moment, in the Siberian underground base,
Launch the ship! Aye! Aye!
Countdown may begin. Report.
Monitor. Open.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
is launched from Earth, Starman detects the presence of another, larger space station. It is the Siberian Supreme Headquarters.
You must instruct the spaceship to use EF orbit, sir.
I know it. This is Bunda addressing you. Change course. Move into orbit EF. Wait for further instructions.
Our course is altered. We are entering orbit.
EF is near the Death Star. I know with a certainty that our new ship can withstand that heat. Starman, as he tries to follow it, shall die. Flames there shall destroy him. The minute that's done, we can move through Earth's solar system, and our scheduled attack can begin.
Sir, after it crosses the Death Star, and our attack is ready, I suggest you offer a surrender ultimatum.
It's necessary to show our strength. And in order to do that, we'll have our rockets destroy one of the peaks in the Himalayan mountains. We'll approach Earth from this point as planned, but first, Starman must be destroyed.
Starman detects signals being sent earthward from the huge Severian station and realizes that the signals must be meant for a spaceship. He suspects that either Dr. Yamanaka's powerful ship or one just like it has just been launched. And he knows that if this is true, the doctor and his children must be prisoners on board.
Ship will cross the fiery Death Star very soon now. Start adjusting the cooling system.
Yes, sir. Turning cooling system up.
Starman sees the ship, calculates that it is nearing the Death Star.
Exterior heat rising.
Continue. Yamanaka, make that heat drop. Go on.
His steel body can withstand the terrible radioactive flames, but he knows that he must try to stop the ship from keeping its rendezvous with the Severian Supreme Headquarters. If he fails, Earth will be destroyed. He has no choice but to risk the flames of the Death Star. We have passed beyond the Death Star. Yamanaka, this ship is invincible and cannot be destroyed. There's no force in the universe that could defeat it now that it's been armed.
I would never help you in using this as a weapon.
Doctor, you must be obedient. Since our brain treatment was given to you, you are a robot. That's all you are. You and the others have no choice but to submit to my orders. Without you and your vast knowledge, we could not fly this ship or use it against your planet. But now there's no problem. You are completely under our power.
Meteorite coming into the fourth quadrant.
Very correct. Meteorites are not in this area. Check your screen.
Yes, sir.
withstand that tremendous heat. Now we must outdistance him. Cross him. Increase our speed.
Speed is at the limit and Starman is gaining.
I know. Now we'll kill him. Yamanaka, you will start firing the rockets. All right, Doctor. Starman is an obstacle that must be destroyed. You must not hesitate to eliminate him. These weapons can do it. You must try to make every one of them strike him. Now, go ahead and shoot him. Shoot! Nothing in the universe can stop us. Bundar, our Supreme Commander, is a genius. By ordering us into EF orbits, he enabled us to kill our enemy.
Captain, we are now in the vicinity of our space platform.
Excellent. Contact them.
Yes. Headquarters, this is the ship. Headquarters, this is the ship. What are your orders?
Headquarters to ship, headquarters to ship. Use the third plaza for landing. Approach from 90 degrees, 2 minutes left. Speed, Mach 3. Make your landing immediately.
We will. Follow their beam.
We're going to erect other ships here. We'll send them all against Earth to destroy it. And Joel, help. We need your brains in this.
Here's our plan. We Superians are not interested just in Earth. We intend to conquer the entire universe. And to do it, we need vessels that can withstand all counterattacks and be strong, made just like your ship, Doctor. And that is the reason our honored leader brought you here. You, Doctor, will design and help build the ships with which we shall conquer the entire universe. Report.
Yes, sir. The missile's ready and prepared for program.
Excellent. Aye. Aye.
Careful. Act as if nothing has happened to us.
Creatures listening on Earth. My plan is to destroy your world, but it's not too late to save the Earth if you unconditionally surrender. You must surrender or die, because destruction will be total. People of Earth, surrender or die. Our power will be demonstrated now. We'll direct a missile at the Himalayan mountains. Pay attention to its great destructive force. More can be sent unless you give up.
An emergency meeting of the United Nations is held. Governments, such as that of Japan, hold urgent meetings. Government officials demand to know what progress has been made on the secret spaceship which Dr. Yamanaka had been building. If completed, it might possess power enough to defeat the Superiors. But a member of the missing doctor's staff gives a report. The news is discouraging. Although the remaining scientists have been working night and day to complete the ship, an engine to replace the one taken by the Superiors has yet to be built. The panic-stricken officials demand that all the scientists on Earth pool their resources to build another engine as quickly as possible. It is unanimously agreed that unless this is done immediately, Earth will have no hope of fighting off the imminent attack. A proposal to offer terms to the Superiors is rejected by some, but agreed to by others. Men desperately argue over a solution to the problem which can mean the end of life for all.
Yamanaka, what's taking you so long? Those designs should be done already. You never took this long when you were working on Earth. Hurry along. If you won't work any faster, your children will die.
We're being delayed because of this. We need those additional ships. We better get those designs completed.
I think you'll see the advantage in doing exactly what we've been asking you to do. Really decide to join us. Grant is an excellent post, and you have a great laboratory put at your disposal.
Sir, bad news. A report just reached us from our base on Earth. The Earthlings refuse to accept your ultimatum, sir. And also, we just learned that they have arrested most of our secret agents. And their top scientists have resumed work on their great spaceship.
What? Destroyed downtown New York, center of London, and the Diet Building in Tokyo. Start the attack.
Earth will be destroyed. We'll have to do something about it. We could wreck their missile control room. Let's try.
Then if we took the ship out the back, we could try to destroy the station.
Failure means death.
That's right. If we fail, there'll be no Earth to return to.
That's right.
So we'll do it.
Just how? Do you know how we'll do it?
Surprise the gods is the first thing we'll do. You must disguise yourself as one of the gods. It'll be dangerous, as you know. Still, there's no other way to enter that area. There's only one god who keeps watch in this section, and I'll surprise him easily. As soon as I knock him out, I'll get into the ship. It'll take exactly 30 minutes to warm up the engines. We'll launch them at 2 o'clock. Just be certain you're there. Tell your father that he has to be there then.
I think we're ready to attempt it. Let's begin now. Let's go. Come on.
You're forbidden to talk.
All right. We won't do it anymore.
Well, we're under 100 miles to the top of descent, so it's time to start to go in and get some planning done. So I've been looking at the weather. Winds are now out of the west. Currently 280 at 8, so we're going to change our approach. Arrival will be the same. We are going to be going in on the RNAV which one is it? Should be the Zulu. There it is, RNAV Zulu for runway 26. And we're still going to be using the Maydeb. And we will insert that. And that should now take us to RTT. Which it's not. So we're going to put RTT in here as our follow-on waypoint. The next waypoint will be RTT. We'll insert that. But on the actual approach, it has us wanting to be at 9,500 feet. Not sure what's happened there. Lost our this has really gotten screwed up. Interesting. Huh. So next waypoint RTT. This is acting very funny here. Wonder if it'll let me put in WI 002. Huh. Interesting. WI 003. Something's gone wrong. And that's about it. Now, well, let me put RTT in there. It's not like that. Alright, so this is going to be 9,000 or 9,500. See if it gives me a rough altitude. This is interesting. It's gonna be an altitude, but I'm gonna go for 3,000. What's happened to my routing here? It's not even letting me go in and select it. Like it's broken. So I'm going to be faking this on a I don't know. We'll fake it. We'll get her down. Anyway, let's get the descent data in. I'm not sure what's happened to my thing here. QNH is 1005. Temperature is 10. Winds are now 270 at 5. Transition level is by ATC, we'll call it 10,000 or flight level 100 is already there. And the barrel for the approach is going to be 2500. Alright, this is going to be interesting. I don't know where this is going to be taking me. So if anyone's got any quick ideas to fix this, this is all wrong now. So we're going to start down to 9,500. Let's call it 10,000. It has to be above 14 according to the star. What, transition? Or what?
To assist with customs at our destination, flight attendants will begin handing out forms momentarily. Please review and complete these forms and keep them with you for presentation upon arrival.
Innsbruck area traffic, Skyways 5556, leaving flight level 350 for the RNAV 26 arrival or approach into Innsbruck. Yeah, it's the flight plan got broken when I tried to change it. Alright, well, I can do that. There we go. Yeah, Dark, I tried that, but now my flight plan is broken. Like, I can't go in and enter any arrival information in. So, unless... any way of me EGNT to LOWI? I'm just guessing here. EGNT. Trying to request it. Not getting anything. Okay, if I go secondary copy active. RTT, next waypoint. So you did the same thing. So I copy it, and I still can't go in and make any changes. It won't let me do anything. Secondary flight plan, delete. I'm at a loss here. AOC flight plan insert. Ah. Okay, arrival. RNAV Zulu runway 26. On the Maeve. Return. Better. I think we're just going to go with that. All right, so how do I get everything back into managed mode now? We go direct, pick in the next point, odds off. Here we go. How does that look? Sort of. It's better anyway. You clear my destination data? You did. Alright, let's enter this again. QNH of 1005. Temperature of 10. Winds are 270.5. Transition level 140. Barrel 2500. Cost index of 25. Alright, well there's some quick action as we try to work through it. Alright, well we're on our descent. For some reason, trying to enter the RTT VOR as a waypoint breaks it. I'm not sure why. I'm going to see if I can enter Urquhart waypoint. So LM, next waypoint of ERKIR, just to give me room to get around and lined up properly. We'll take that out. That'll work. That gives me that nice little loop around. Alright, so time to start doing our stuff. So, arrival and weather data is in. We've checked our routing and approach pages. MCDU approach page is in. Radios are set. Anti-ice not required. FCP is set. Altimeters 1005. We are cleared below, so we might as well set them now. 1005 is set on all three and standby. Approach is briefed. Auto brakes set to auto brake 2. Well, the RTT is like the entry. Well, maybe. Like the arrival is showing RTT as the entry point, but when you plug it into the thing, it doesn't give you an option to transition at RTT, and it has you. I think it's too tight a turn coming in this way. It's almost like a 300-degree turn you have to do. So putting RTT in there gives you another like 8 miles to swing around and get lined up. Anyway, let's talk missed approach. Climb to 11,500 via the RNAV missed approach track to RTT and hold. Well, that's now gone by the wayside, so I didn't see any options of come up. So the initial, it's going to be 258 as the initial heading, which is basically the heading we're going in if we have to go around. 1111 1111.1. That's the VOR on the field. The OEV VOR. And of course, this is an RNAV, so we don't need the other stuff. We'll see how it handles it. Alright, I'm gonna bring my speed down.
Gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
I have? Oh, I think I have. But we'll turn it on.
We have begun our final descent into Austria. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the
Alright, so let's zoom in and see how you guys are doing. So it looks like Nick and Dark are down. Oki's on final. I'm coming in and I've got there's traffic inbound. Oh, there you go. I think that's Oki. I just saw it going in for a landing. Let's see how we do this here. What is our clean speed anyway? 212. Alright, so it looks like I'm gonna have two other guys going in ahead of me. Turn on the terrain radar. Are rocking a little bit over the hills here. Oh, looks like Nick went around. Not good. So I do have the chart up just so I can see if I need to do the
subjet 464 going around.
Let's bring up the chart here. Oh, that's the wrong one. RMP26 we want. There we go. See, we're heading out here. We're going to bring our speed back. Let these other guys get in ahead of us.
Traffic, Scatro 551, 5 miles toward Vic.
So we got the TSV 551 and looks like Euro wings or German wings going in as well. And then there's looks like a private jet coming in. Slowed down a bit. Probably going to let these guys get in ahead of us. If we come down and look at the chart, looking at my minimum safe altitudes here, we're looking at probably don't want to get much below 10.5. I'm going to set this to 11,000. Get our lights on now. Being the cabin. So that's all the lights. All the lights are on. Cabin's notified. Speed brake is armed auto brake set to 2.
Innsbruck traffic, Scatro 501 inbound at Vic.
There's the other traffic.
Innsbruck traffic going 775 fully established on the localized east of traffic.
So yeah, we're gonna go in behind these guys.
Innsbruck traffic 1624 located runway 26.
Start to see some of the hills appearing on the other side. There's our train. Popped out of the clouds.
Level 160 distance, south, Innsbruck traffic, Scatro 501 established on localizer DME east, runway 26.
Whole bunch of traffic going in now. Let's head down to 9,500. And let's make the turn.
Innsbruck traffic during 751 on short final with 26.
Activate our approach phase. Approach mode armed, final approach, and descent set. Innsbruck approach skyways 5556 inbound Whiskey India 0025 miles out at 9,700 for 9,500 Innsbruck.
Innsbruck traffic scatter 551 DME 11.
Innsbruck traffic during 751 is left.
Innsbruck traffic on the line 588 inbound Rattenberg, 9.6 miles to go.
Traffic showing up. I think I don't know where he is. He's coming in behind me. November 492 Charlie Alpha, have you got the Skyways in sight? Should be ahead of you.
Innsbruck traffic scatter 551, like number 2, runway 26, actually 8 miles final.
Alright, we're on final approach.
November 9 Charlie Alpha, make one orbit left on Rattenberg.
Innsbruck traffic during 7751.
Thank you.
Innsbruck area traffic, Skyways 5556, established on the RMP runway 26, 14 miles out. Well, almost 14. I think the other guy is doing one lap at the hold point. There's the clouds. Flaps 1. And gear down. Start getting some drag out. I think I got the airport in sight ahead. It's 200 knots. Flaps 2. any rain. Do have the landing traffic in sight. Flaps 3. So gear down, 3 green lights are on. Cabin is notified. Signs are on. Ground spoilers are armed. Oh no. Well, at least you got it in last week. And flaps full.
Innsbruck traffic, Scatter 5 for 1 back, take runway 26.
Negative 182, nice. Oh, did he say he was backtracking? Innsbruck area traffic skyways 5556, 5 mile final RMP 26 Innsbruck. You can see him backtracking. Try control alt delete. Alt
Innsbruck
F4.
traffic, Scatter 5 for 1, runway 26, vacated.
Alt F4. Oh, there's the rain. Alt F4. Alright. At least the missed approach is in the
Info traffic on the land 588.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Oh, relax. You should
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Should be inhibited.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
I'm sure there's a setting for that.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Three and a half miles to go. How are the winds? No idea. Should be head on, although I've lost my wind indicator now.
1,000.
Sure has become an interesting flight.
Hundred above.
Looks like winds are about 2 knots.
Minimum.
Landing.
500.
I have control. Go long.
Think rate.
Yeah, sync rate this.
40, 30, 20, retard.
Get her down.
5.
Knots to reverse yours back. made the turnoff. Bounced it a little, but that's okay. It counts as 2 landings. Innsbruck traffic, Skyways 5556, clear runway 26.
AM, and it's currently about 10 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the air traffic comes to a stop and the vehicle signs turn off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us, and we hope to see you again soon.
Alright, flaps up, speed brake off, landing lights off, strobe lights off, taxi light on. Leave the rest of the stuff as we come in. A little bit of light in here. Turn off the transponder, turn off the TCAS. Oop. Stay on target. Let's get the tiller going.
November 9, Charlie Alpha, final runway 26.
Nice view there of all the traffic. Well, we made it down, even with that FMS problem. I've had that before. Now that this kind of reminds me of that. Having issues with the RTT waypoint. Maybe it is because it's on the arrival and I'm trying to screw around with it, but that's alright. We made it. Leg 1 World Tour done. So I'm going to park beside the Eurowings here who just landed. There's everybody lined up, very nice. Oh, looks like we got a ground crew guy here waiting for us, very nice. There's the champagne. Alright. Brakes are set. Come down here and get some ground service equipment in place. There we go. External power is connected. Engines coming off. Beacon lights are off, taxi lights are all off. Nav light 1 and 2 on, seatbelt signs come off, fuel pumps coming off, flight directors can come off, and deboarding can begin. Oh, welcome to Innsbruck. It was a interesting flight, a little bit of a screw up at the beginning and then that nav issue, but managed to get down and made it on Leg 1. Next week we carry on with Leg 2. This coming Wednesday, Spitfires in Wales, 1930 Zulu. See you at RAF Valley for that one. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. Bye.
Go around, I say go around. November 9 Charlie Alpha.